picture, Jeff Emig, another of these much fancied Americans. The technology in the machinery here, they have enormous suspension travel to cope with the enormous bumps. There you see the riders lined up: Van Drunen, Dewitt, Vaillancourt, Opillard, Mike Healy, another European-based American. Stefan Everts, watch for him, number 2, son of the famous Harry Everts, riding Suzuki, so look for Everts, number 2. We expect big things from him as the gate goes 9 laps again. Watch the gate. Off they go, heading for the first left-hander. And they are all safely around, says he, with bated breath. Yes, they are indeed. High, high over the second jump, clearing it with ease. Everts going the long way round. In the right of your picture now is number 3, Rob Herring, the Briton from Northampton. So Rob Herring, the 125cc British champion, former 250cc British champion, 5th in the World Series this year, Rob Herring. A great start from Herring. He's been known to suffer with forearm problems. The forearms pump up at Supercross early in the season, and he's been quoted as saying that it often happens in his first Supercross meeting. Let's hope he can hold it together in this heat. He certainly needs to make the top 5. Number 8 then, Jeff Emig from Montana, going very well in pursuit of Rob Herring. Emig right away now, and right with him, number 6, Buddy Antunes, another American. So the Americans really dominating this one. No sign of Herring, so Herring has gone. New race leader, Jeff Emig. So an American leads, 20 years of age, Jeff Emig leads. From Antunes, Buddy Antunes from California, the junior champion, started his career on mini bikes, is in 2nd place. So the USA in 1st and 2nd. And a bated breath again because it's Everts. Herring is still out in front. Antunes, Everts is off. Stefan Everts is down. That was an unlucky fall and not a very typical fall for Stefan Everts. He's got to go now if he's going to get in the top 5, because the battle is really on at the front of the pack. The 2 Americans locked in the battle for 2nd place as Herring is away. Herring has something like 50 meters lead. You can see it for yourself. This the battle for 2nd and 3rd between Jeff Emig and fellow countryman Buddy Antunes, and Antunes going the long way around the outside. Emig then closes the door, moves across. There's no time to do it in. They only have 9 laps in total, and we're already halfway into this 2nd heat of the 125s. The crowd absolutely thrilling to this one as Rob Herring almost threw the thing away just in your picture there, but he stayed on. 2nd and 3rd place is where it's at. High goes Emig, and Emig almost threw it away again, so he's down to 3rd. He got that one wrong. Antunes has gone through. Now can Antunes, number 6, catch Rob Herring ahead of him? Herring's on Suzuki, Antunes is on Suzuki. There he is in your picture now, and jumping away from us, right at the bottom right-hand side, is Rob Herring. The gap is closing all the time. Antunes really piling on the coals now. He performed very well on the first 2 nights of the event. He's really weighed up this circuit and going perfectly. Number 6 then, Buddy Antunes on the Suzuki in 2nd place now. Emig, number 8, is down to 3rd. That's the gap. Race leader, number 3, Rob Herring. On the last lap, Antunes now closing in, number 6. Rob Herring, number 3, ahead of him. It could go to Antunes this time if he can just squeeze a bit more out of the Suzuki and wind Herring in. All those 14 inches of suspension travel helping Herring, but Antunes is closing. He's on the inside. Herring gets it though, the checkered flag. Rob Herring from Northampton, 22 years of age, takes the win in Heat 2. Jeff Emig, number 8, comes over in 3rd. And Stefan Everts, number 2, indeed, 4th place and goes through to the final. But what a great race. One more lap, and it might have been a totally different story. But Rob Herring it is, spectacular as always. What a superstar this young man is, and what a bright future he has ahead of him. He took the win from Antunes, Jeff Emig. Stefan Everts goes through. Vial and Marcel van Drunen from Holland, but Vial is the last qualifier. Waiting then for the lower order, there it is, Obelisco Oppiar, Jerome Belvel, Mike Healy. Well, we saw Healy do some funny things, but 11th, not a good result at all. I can't wait until the final. The tension is building in the stadium. The crowd too anticipate that tremendous duel in the final. But coming up after the break, we have the 250s. The first time we will see the 250s round here. Will they indeed be as good as the 125s? Join us again after the break. The 250cc heats where the local favourite Jean-Michel Bayle is hoping to wrest away the title and in fact break the total American domination which has been held on this event in its 8-event history. Watching him in the audience as a point of interest is the newly crowned French sidecar road race champion Alain Michel. So he's come along here to Paris to see how the other half lives over the rough stuff. No sidecars, of course, on Supercross. That would indeed be an interesting spectacle. But this is going to be good indeed, because Jean-Michel Bayle will really have his work cut out. These are the runners. 9 laps, I remind you, will be the distance. The men to look for: Yves de Maria, Mike Kudrowski, Pekka Vähkönen, of course, 4 times second place. Look for Jeff Stanton and Doug Dubach. Pekka Vähkönen, the Finn, 4 times second place, I was saying, in the World 250cc Motocross Championship. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But can Pekka Vähkönen pull it off this time? 9 laps the distance. Heat 1 then of the 250s. Busy action down to the first turn. Something like 12 riders go all round, and as I say, all round safely. Somebody upends it very neatly, but we're waiting to pick up the leader as they swing high and wide. It's number 4 on the Kawasaki, Mike Kudrowski from America, 21 years of age. Kudrowski, he's not really a Supercross specialist. He likes to do the outdoor motocross, but he does come here to Europe in the closed season, or the silly season as some people call it, and have a go at Supercross. But he's leading this one. He did win a race at Geneva last year. Can he do it again here? Kudrowski leading then, number 4. In second place, but only just, it's number 20, and that's Bernd Eckenbach from Germany. So the German in second place. Kudrowski leads. Jeff Stanton, number 1, is there in 4th, trying to make it 3rd. Number 33 in 3rd place, Philippe Gailly, a Frenchman. So a lot of support for Gailly. The 250 action just a little bit diluted in comparison to the 125s, but wait until we get deeper into the program and you'll see just how quickly these 250 boys go. Kudrowski then. Mike Kudrowski, number 4, leading the race from Canyon Country, California. So many of these Americans come from the West Coast. Jeff Stanton is from Michigan. He's in 3rd place now and pushing hard, but the battle is now alive for the lead, because really thrusting forward, the German Eckenbach, number 20, is making a bid for glory here. He's only 19, so still a teenager, and really forcing on. And that's him doing an about turn. He was facing the wrong way, so Eckenbach, his challenge for the lead is gone. And right up into the front running now goes Stanton, number 1, in second place. There he is in your picture. Kudrowski on the Kawasaki. Team Green Kawasaki, number 4, leads. Jeff Stanton, a previous winner and a member of the victorious USA Motocross to Nations team, very much the more experienced of the 2 Americans, is in second place and closing. Stanton on the Honda. Then it's number 33, Gailly, the Frenchman. So a lot of success for Gailly in this, the first heat of the 250s. We are with Stanton, number 1, going through. Then it's Gailly, number 33. A long, long way further down the order comes the 4th place man, but Stanton now closing. He's taking the tight line. He's really winding in Kudrowski. Stanton from Michigan, Athens in Michigan. A lot of experience under his belt in his tender 22 years, and all these 125 and 250cc runners are fairly junior. Supercross is not an old man sport by any stretch of the imagination. They have to be super fit they have to have lightning reflexes because it is such short, sharp action, and the bumps come up so quickly, the bends come up so quickly, and in the blinking of an eye, the rider can be off the bike. But we're looking now at the battle for first place between the Kawasaki mounted number 4 Mike Kudrowski and number 1 Jeff Stanton, both from the USA, and it's my money for Stanton, I think, because he's winding in the Kawasaki teamster very effectively indeed, with a little over 2/3 of the race distance done. Number 39 in your picture there, Cyril Portal, another local favourite, the French really rooting for him. There's the 3rd place man, Philippe Gailly. There's Portal, he's in 4th, number 39. So Kawasaki's in 1st and 4th places, Honda's in 2nd and 3rd. Portal having a lonely ride in 4th, but he's high in your picture, handling it nicely. There will have been no opportunity for any of these French riders to have had any unofficial practice on the circuit. The lead has changed hands. Stanton has gone past Kudrowski, so the Honda rider Jeff Stanton has gone through into the lead. The 250 amateur champion in 1985 and 86 in the USA. He won the Geneva Supercross in 1988. He's won this event as well at Bercy, loves Bercy, knows his way around the stadium. The only man likely to threaten him in this race would have been Kudrowski, and that challenge now appears to be fading because Stanton is now some 5 or 6 bike lengths ahead of Mike Kudrowski, who in turn is slipping back ever so slightly into the clutches of Philippe Gailly. But 2nd place looks assured now for Kudrowski. The first 5 go through, so he's not about to break his neck in this one. He knows and is safe in the knowledge that he's into the final. Up goes the hand to the crowd. Jeff Stanton storming in now with the win. Cyril Portal, number 39, right with him. Number 9 is Yves de Maria from Marseille. So that's what the excitement is about in 4th and 5th place. It's the battle of the 2 Frenchmen. Portal, number 39, Yves de Maria rushed at him from the inside, but stayed on 2 wheels. He's having another go. Cyril Portal might just have to give up that 4th place if de Maria can maintain this sort of momentum. De Maria, number 9. There he is, the man who rode in the 125cc World Championship and led so many races, only to throw the thing away, has moved up into 4th place as Jeff Stanton takes the win. High in the air then on the Honda, Jeff Stanton, unchallenged once he got past Mike Kudrowski, waiting now for the Kawasaki teamster. They're coming over Edwin Evertson. These two had a battle royal. De Maria, what a great ride he had. He nearly took Philippe Gailly at the flag, so what a fight through for the Marseille-based Frenchman. First Portal, then Philippe Gailly fell under the De Maria hammer. A great result, the French crowd love it. But Stanton, scintillating as ever, took a very convincing win in Heat 1 of the 250s. So let's take a look then at the caption. Let's tell you who went through. The top 5 qualify, remember, for the final. Stanton Kudrowski, Philippe Gailly, Yves de Maria, a brave ride for 4th, and Olivier Perrin clinched 5th and the final qualification. See where Cyril Portal finished. He was pushed further down. He was running 4th for quite some time and in fact didn't finish on the leaderboard. So Portal must have fallen in the dying stages of that race. Expectation building here for Heat 2 of the 250s. This one will feature the French favourite Jean-Michel Bayle, the former 125cc and 250cc world champion, based in the USA, making a bid to win here in his home event at Paris, the Bercy Stadium, having been stunning on the first 2 nights of the Supercross here, lifting both finals. So if he can only win this one, it does pretty well mean that the Supercross title, the King of Bercy, will go to Jean-Michel Bayle, but he has a long way to go. This is only the heat. From New Zealand, Darrell King, 17 years of age, and 17 is his number. Thierry Bétis as well. Look for Strybos, Edwin Evertson, And there, the bottom, number 8, Jean-Michel Bale, the local favourite, has to tussle with Jeff Ward as well. 9 laps then the distance. This will be a blinder. Creeping forwards towards the gate. It's no good touching the gate because it won't go down. If you touch it, your section stays up. And away they go. A stunning start by Bale. Jean-Michel Bale stays tight, but he's not in front. He's side by side, disputing the lead with number 35, and that's Philippe Pettis. So Frenchmen first and second, and the crowd love it. Just listen to them. Jean-Michel Bale, number 8, leads. Pettis, it is in second place. Both Honda mounted. In third place, it's another Honda. That looks like number 18, Jean-Charles Tonnus, the Swiss. But there's the race leader, Jean-Michel Bale. Just 21 years of age, and what a brilliant career this young Frenchman has had. Number 5, it is now up to third, Guy Cooper, nicknamed Airtime, all the way from Oklahoma. Guy Cooper, who won the Supercross at Geneva at the end of last season. Trying to do something special here, had fairly good rides on the first 2 nights, but he's going to have to go if he's going to get up into second place in the heat and earn the points. Airtime, Guy Cooper, number 5 on the Suzuki, going the long way round, and he's up to second. He now has a clear track ahead of him if he wants to have a go at the number 8 race leader, Jean-Michel Bale. Number 3 coming up, challenging hard, Jeff Ward from California. 7 times an American champion, Jeff Ward. And there he is on the Kawasaki, number 3. The Frenchman is really providing the fireworks, Philippe Pettis. We don't see much of him. We're not used to seeing him in this sort of company, but he's really forcing Ward to work hard. But Jeff Ward has got past. Ward then is up into third. Guy Cooper is in second place, but the race leader, number 8, Jean-Michel Bale, is away safely, coming down towards us now. Over the whoops, he did the double beautifully. Ward and Cooper then, this battle is going to be about second place. 29 years of age, Jeff Ward, a wealth of experience, nicknamed Wardy. Ahead of him, number 5, Guy Cooper. From Stillwater, Oklahoma, he's 28. Started his professional motocross career in 1982. And he's the 125cc outdoor motocross champion in 1990, but turns his hand beautifully to indoor supercross, and we have indoor supercross of the very best and very highest quality here from the Bercy Stadium on the Saturday night. This, a tremendous build-up, and we have the very best yet to come, of course. Finals in both the 125 and 250cc classes. As number 18 sidelined there, Jean-Charles Tonnus, the Swiss, fires it up and goes again. But we are with the race leader, under the tunnel, Jean-Michel Bale, number 8 on the Honda, underlining just how effective his displays on the first 2 evenings of this event were. Invincible again, Jean-Michel Bale receives the adoration of the crowd. Guy Cooper, number 5, gets second, almost over the handlebars, and number 3, Jeff Ward on the Kawasaki, takes third. Honda won, Suzuki was second, and Kawasaki third. No success so far for the Europeans on the KTMs. Jean-Michel Bale, the hand goes out. Guy Cooper knows that he's going to be a hard man to beat, but is Cooper saving something for the final? Tonnus in all sorts of trouble, and he crashes in a big way. The Swiss, not so lucky this time in the Saturday heat 2 of the 250s. There's the race winner, Jean-Michel Bale on the Honda. There was absolutely no touching him. Just look at that height. Cooper fought second, Ward, Pedro Tractor, and Edwin Evertson, the 2 Dutchmen, learning the Supercross technique very well, go through to the final. It is going to be a battle royal in the final, there's no question about that. The also-rans, if I could call them that, Thierry Bettis, who had such a blinding start, Davy Strybos, Ryan Hunt from the UK, Kervala, King from New Zealand, and Paul Tonnus over the fence. Don't go away then, the 125cc final comes after the break. That's going to be gripping action because we're watching now The rundown to the final. Coming up then, the 125 final. Don't miss it after the break. Riders will have to pace themselves just that little bit more, and I will have to pace myself just that little bit more as well, because almost twice the distance. A lot of points at stake here. The final, will mean 20 points for the win, 17 for second, 15 for third, and so on all the way down to last place, where a handful of points will go forward to be added to tomorrow night's score. But I remind you that the action we have here is from the Saturday night of the Paris Supercross from Pariisi, and was the very best from the 4 nights on the programme. Spectacular then. Stefan Everts, watch for him, number 2. He didn't shine in the heat, but he might well do so in the final. Also number 3, Rob Herring. Mike Craig, number 9. Just watch this one go. A lot of these men used to riding 250s and 125s, and the modern 125cc motocross bike delivers an enormous amount of brake horsepower, but is different to ride in terms of the power characteristics that the engine delivers. They need to be ridden much more on the high rev range, and a little bit of clutch slipping out of the turns, and ridden, generally speaking, in lower gears then. 15 seconds to go before the gate. The tension building, not just on the track, but here in the commentary box as well. Heads down. A bit of creeping forwards, but the gate goes. They're all safely away as they clatter over the gate. The 125 final from Pariisi is underway in spectacular style. Number 30 leading the charge, Frédéric Vial, the Frenchman. This will really turn the crowd into somersaults if the Frenchman on the Kawasaki can hold this sort of pace for the whole of the race. Breathing down his neck is Buddy Antunez from California, the American. Right there on the inside, Bob Moore on the KTM. So the KTM rider is in 4th now. Rob Herring it is in 3rd, number 3. So the Northampton-based 22-year-old Herring, who spent most of his formative years in South Africa, currently the 125cc championship holder, is over the handlebars. Goes Frédéric Vial in a big way, and that was too much enthusiasm. He was really fired up there, but he couldn't hold the pace. He got it wrong and went in terrific style over the handlebars, fortunately without injury. Waiting to pick up the 2nd place man, and that looks as though that will be Buddy Antunez now. Stefan Everts, you're watching him, number 2. There's Rob Herring, number 3 on the Suzuki. Stefan Everts, there's the race leader, number 6. Buddy Antunez from California, the former USA Junior champion on mini bikes, has used that technique beautifully to adapt to Supercross, and he's still only 17 years of age. Buddy Antunez from Ontario, California, leading Britain's Rob Herring, number 3. Right behind Rob Herring then is Stefan Everts, son of the former 250cc world champion Harry Everts, who rode Pook in those days. And Stefan Everts is closing on Herring. Can Rob Herring hold off the challenge from Stefan Everts, and in so doing wind in the race leader? This is the 2nd place man, number 3, Rob Herring. Current 125cc British champion, former 250cc British champion, is coming under real pressure now from number 2, Stefan Everts. Just 18 years of age, Everts, from Belgium. 3rd in the 125cc World Championship this year, Stefan Everts, and he's putting that experience and that speed to great demonstration here, because he's almost alongside Rob Herring. The battle very much alive for 2nd and 3rd. Herring going the wide line round. Stefan Everts looking tight on the inside, and this battle is drawing them closer and closer to the race leader. Can Herring hold the pace? Can he just keep going? Will those forearms of his stand up throughout the duration of this one? A brilliant future this youngster has. 8th in the 250cc World Championship in 1990, Rob Herring. Look at Everts. Everts now right on the back wheel of Antunes. So Stefan Everts is right with him. Herring has gone, the battle for the lead. Stefan Everts and Buddy Antunes. Everts on the BF Suzuki. Team manager Sylvain Gabors, brother of Eric Gabors, of course, 5 times world champion, is the manager of this man who's just taken the lead. Stefan Everts has gone through. Number 2 then, Stefan Everts from Belgium, has gone past the American in brilliant style, and the crowd love it. They want to see the American domination of this event broken, and they could well see the 125 title go to Stefan Everts, number 2. Powering the Suzuki's round, both of them. Well into this final now, still a long, long way to go. Antunes now slowing just a little bit as Everts gallops round, coming up behind the tail enders, and this will be a tricky moment for Stefan Everts if he starts lapping. He seems to have perfect technique, high in the air, beautiful poise, and the Suzuki responding in impeccable fashion for Stefan Everts. Buddy Antunes still right there, number 6, but this the battle for the lead. And the lead now is stretching ever so slightly as they go out of the arena into the service tunnel. Back from the service tunnel into the arena to the rapturous applause of the crowd. They are fanatical in support of motocross here in France. And the Bercy Stadium at Paris, absolutely no exception. The litter you can see on the circuit is paper cups which have been thrown by the enthusiastic supporters, or polystyrene cups, down onto the circuit.